may only use Facebook to connect with friends and family, and we may keep our personal and our professional lives separate. Your own unique social media strategy is completely up to you. I'm not saying everyone should be promoting themselves personally on Facebook, but you're still going to need some sort of presence. And what you can do is you can create a business page or a group that is more on the professional end. And this is an example of Specialty Color Services based in Santa Barbara. And they're a photo processing lab, and they have incredible events, and they are all about sharing their love of photography, and their page allows their customers to connect, to collaborate, to converse. It's fun, and it's a really effective marketing tool for them, and they spent nothing to create the Facebook page. That's the beauty of all of these social media tools, is for the most part, they're free. So you can create a Facebook page and have a professional profile, but however you use Facebook is up to you. I know of counselors in the community who make it their social media strategy to only let their friends and family in their network, and they keep their business side separate, but they still have a professional page. That's completely up to you. I also know some clients that have a complete personal and professional blend, and they find that to be effective. But whatever your choice is, make sure you have your own strategy and stick to it. Twitter is microblogging. It allows us to connect and collaborate, but in short, pithy, powerful statements. There is a webinar dedicated to blogging success secrets, and there's 6 of them, and that's part of the Scheinfeld series. Sonos is using Twitter, which is a microblogging platform, and they're using it for customer service. Put this screenshot in here specifically to show their bio. Their bio says all the music you want all over the house. Thomas M. and Feed S are here to provide tips, tricks, and a variety of music-related happiness. The bio is conversational in tone. It's trustworthy. You see there's people behind the Twitter account, and they're using it to answer customer service questions and create a community amongst people who are lovers of music and are using their technology, which is their brilliant speaker system that connects to the web. And they are using it to save time and money on customer service, but also when they're answering questions this way, people can go to the Twitter Sonos account, and they can often self-help. So instead of answering millions and millions of emails, they're able to answer one question and let other people share. So Twitter can be used to converse, to share valuable information, and also for customer service. YouTube, second largest search engine on the World Wide Web, and Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation is using this. And what they're doing is they're posting webinars and videos and things like that onto YouTube to allow you guys to take full advantage of this. You can use YouTube to post demonstration videos, introduction videos, anything of value. The key here when we're thinking about marketing is we don't want to be overly salesy. We want to think about how do we serve our customers? What do they need? How can I help them? And then once you're clear on that, you can start to create valuable content in the form of either blog posts, tweets, YouTube videos, you name it. But this is a great way to store your video content, and instead of having all of these videos housed on your website, you can use the bandwidth on YouTube and just use the little embed code, and these videos can live on YouTube, on your channel, also on your blog, on your website, etc., etc. Here's a tool that's great for those of you in the PR world. Any of you, whether your business large or small, can write your own press releases. Press releases are a great format because it forces us to get our message into one page with the who, what, when, where, why, how, and who cares. So press releases are not the old sterile cryptic media messaging that they used to be. They're just informational, pithy, powerful messages that have just the facts in there. And these press releases can be used to build credibility, to distribute information, build awareness, and they can also be distributed now through tools like Pitch Engine, which is a social media PR building tool. You can create a free account with Pitch Engine. You can also pay, and the paid version allows your press releases to stay on the World Wide Web forever. The free version gives you a 2-week time frame, I believe. And these press releases end up looking like this. You can have photos, you can have images. On the left-hand side, this particular release does not have photos. But what it does include are these social media widgets where you can embed your own links and all of that. And if people like the release, they can click the LinkedIn link. They can click the Facebook link or the Twitter link, and then it creates this viral marketing component that's above and beyond a standard press release. Content distributed other places besides your press page and your blog on tools like Pitch Engine put your content on other pieces of the World Wide Web, which helps diversify your online marketing portfolio. Because in marketing, you want to tell them what you told them and tell them one more time. Just because content's in one place does not mean your customer is going to find it or your prospective customer is going to find it. You want to have things in multiple areas to give your audience choices on how they engage with your company. Public relations used to stand for just that, public relations. The P was for public and the R was for relations. In the era of the social web, public relations and social media are beginning to overlap because now journalists are going to Twitter to find experts. They're going to Google and they're searching for thought leaders, and they're stumbling upon people's blogs, which is a form of social media. They may end up seeing a YouTube video and say, ooh, I want to talk to that company. They may, see, a Facebook page or something. And so public relations is no longer these faxes to the newspapers that, requires kind of insider perspective. Now organizations can become their own PR teams, and they're using social media to do it. So the P in public relations can now stand for having a strong perspective. And I wanted to point this out because these rules overlap to social media. When you share your perspective, whether it's on your blog or your YouTube videos, if you're on Blog Talk Radio giving a show, and Blog Talk Radio is also a free tool that you can use for social media, when you have an opinion, that begins to take you from expert status to authority status. Arianna Huffington, who has the #1 blog on the World Wide Web, HuffingtonPost.com, has a book on blogging, and she was quoted saying that blogging is a brilliant marriage of fact and opinion. When you go to people's blogs, there's typically statistics about what's going on in the world, depending on whatever that blogger's industry is. But what you're getting by reading someone's blog is their perspective, their point of view. And when you have that point of view, that makes the content interesting. And remember, social media helps us communicate, collaborate, and also it's entertaining, enjoyable to read. I encourage all of you as entrepreneurs and small business owners to embrace your point of view and don't be afraid to share it, because that is what people want, and that's what takes us from just being like everybody else to differentiating ourselves against the competition. Another way to look at the P in public relations is positioning. I call this fake it till you make it for some of us, especially as you're starting out as entrepreneurs. As you position yourself as the expert you are, you do it by being on Facebook as a Facebook page and sharing valuable content, tweeting ideas and relevant information, content that is interesting to your customers. Social media is not to push propaganda. It is to share valuable information and educate and help and connect with people. But you position yourself as the expert you are, and you can use social media. Even your LinkedIn profile helps position you as the expert you are when your profile is really built out well. And we also become authorities in our field by publishing our content. And in the world, word authority is the word author. So when we publish things on Twitter, YouTube, blogging, all of the above, it helps get the word out. And the R in relations, we are in the business of making relationships, and it is our responsibility as business owners to share our information. If you are the best at what you do in your field and people don't know about it, that's your fault. That is absolutely your fault. And when you take responsibility for distributing your information, sharing, conversing, collaborating, and getting into the social media game, that's when you start to reap a lot of rewards and starting to connect with people and helping people know you, like you, and trust you. And that is how we make money in the new rules of marketing. Think of social media marketing as multitasking marketing. One piece of information can be repurposed in multiple ways. Recycling is good for the planet, also good for your online marketing. So let's say you have some news coming out. Let's say you're a expert wardrobe consultant and you have an event coming up in the month of September. You can announce that on Facebook to your personal contacts and your professional contacts if you have a business page or a public profile page. You can tweet it. You can post it on your LinkedIn status, and you can do YouTubes, whatever it is. What you can also do is you can create a press release about it, and you can put that on the press page of your website. Great thing with press releases is it has the who, what, when, where, why, how, and who cares, all succinct on one page. And press releases are written for your customers. They're actually in digestible, easy to read format. You can also post this news on your blog, and you can use tools like Pitch Engine or Press Release Point, which is another press release distribution tool. And you can reach out to your customers, the people who are very, supportive of what you do, and let them know what's going on. That could happen from your email list at your store, etc. And don't forget, if you are in a certain industry, to connect with other bloggers and social media mavens in your industry and help each other out. When you start to collaborate, you really embrace the power of social media. And the more you engage in social networks, even like bookmarking communities, you can help your word-of-mouth marketing spread. I encourage all of you to embrace the social web and to rule your marketing world. And the more you can put social media to work, the better. The great news is with the World Wide Web, you can't mess up. You can always try things out, change ideas, optimize, track things, look at your web statistics, see what's working and what's not. And when we create content on our social media networks, it becomes collateral that lives forever and ever and for the life of our business. It's also a way for us to connect and to collaborate, and when you do all of this, you accomplish what I call TWD, which is total web domination. And the more that you have a diverse social media marketing portfolio, the higher your credibility, your connectivity, your search visibility, all of the above. And if you do it right, you're actually going to enjoy yourself in the process. This stuff can be a lot of fun the more we embrace the rules. I'm Lori Thomas on behalf of the Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, reminding you that healthy marketing equals wealthy organizations. And social media is not a fad. It's here to stay and becomes a very critical piece of your marketing puzzle when it becomes done in a way that serves your target audience. Continue to learn through the other webinar series, and congratulations for investing in your marketing success.